Coming up on today's Daily Clone, an update on Tamin Lipsey's injury, and then how Killyan Toure and Milan Momcilovic have stepped up in his absence. All of that after a word from Whiskey River.
Merry Christmas.
Whiskey River.
Welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios for the Daily Clone here on a Tuesday at Hilton Coliseum. December's a great time of the year to hit up Whiskey River. So much good college basketball on. Next week's Cy-Hawk game, if you can't get a ticket inside Hilton, go and watch at Whiskey River in Ankeny or Ames. Great food, cold beer, and awesome service. We talked to the basketball team today for the first time since they got back from their 3-0 week in Las Vegas. And the biggest question ahead of Elkhorn State and Purdue is the availability and the status of Tamin Lipsey. Lipsey suffered a groin injury in last week's win against St. John's, and while he's progressing well, TJ Otzeleberger does not want to put any pressure on him to rush back.
He's continuing to progress every single day. We just finished practice. He's going to do some additional evaluations with our medical staff this afternoon. He's trending in a good direction. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't want him to feel, any pressure to need to play or feel like he has to play. I want it to be when he feels great, he returns. And so, again, we'll just stay on day to day because it literally could be any day that, when it's more really just how he feels and that he has all the burst and explosiveness that we saw him playing with at the start of the year. And I want him to be fully healthy before, he steps back out. But progress has been great.
In his absence, freshman guard Killian Tore has been nails. In the 2 games without Lipsey, Toure scored 19 and 20 points respectively. Otzeleberger has been so impressed with his composure.
Where I've been most impressed is in the half court. A lot of times for younger guards, they can get sped up, and he seemingly keeps things going at his pace and his speed. He's done a really good job at keeping the dribble, getting all the way to the basket, getting a reverse layup, or finishing off with a spin around the goal. And he's a tremendous athlete in there, so he gets off the floor. So that's been the most impressive part. The consistency in his shot, it's every day. I feel like what we see in the game is what we see. Like he's consistently knocking down catch and shoot threes. And then when he's able to be disruptive in the open court, get a steal, live ball steal, and go in and dunk it, that not only gives him great energy and confidence, it really positively impacts our team.
Those pickpocket dunks or pick sixes, whatever you want to call them, are worth more than just the 2 points you get on the scoreboard.
When we had Hassan Ward and he would get a lob, we would tell our guys those are worth 8 to 10 just because of the impact it has on the game. And so I don't have exact number of what I think it quantifies to, but it's far more than 2 because you're putting hesitancy on the other point guard. So you're creating – that's going to create more turnovers by him doing that. The dunk gets the crowd going. It gets your teammates going. It gets the energy in the gym going. So it's definitely not a – obviously you're taking the ball out of their hands, so probably a 2 to 3 point swing on one end, then 2 on the other end. So, again, it's worth no less than 5-6 points, I'd say, at a minimum. And it's just what it does for your team, the momentum it creates, the energy it creates. And we're just fortunate to have a guy that takes such pride in doing that and putting his body on the line and defending every single night.
Toure continues to elevate his game early in his career. The performance in Tamin's absence keeps raising his confidence.
I'm not surprised. I know what I can do, on the court. It's just people who didn't know me. I think they didn't know I could do that, but Coach TJ, my teammates, they all believe in me. They know what I'm able to do on the court. So yeah, I'm really good about it. But like I said earlier, now we move forward and the season is long. And I don't want to be just happy about what I did in Vegas. I have more goals, individuals and as a team.
Another player we saw beaming with confidence in Vegas is Milan Momcilovic. The junior recorded his first career dunk, but maybe more importantly, he's shooting 49% from 3 on really high volume. The staff challenged him to shoot a lot this season, And so far, he's gotten himself more good looks through other parts of his game.
When you have that aggressive mindset and mentality, more threes, you're aggressive with your footwork and how you attack those shots, and your teammates tend to look for you more. So he's making a lot of impactful plays in other areas on the glass. He's getting some steals. He's having some, what we call collisions, guarding the basketball. So he's doing a lot of things that is making him a more consistent, scorer. And I think you've got to count for him every possession and know where he is, and try to take him off that three. And that tends to open things up for him and for others. So he's really locked in mentally, and he just needs to keep staying in that spot and that focus, and things will continue to go his way.
Now that the shots are falling at a high rate, he's proving just how high level of a player he can be every single night.
I think at the end of the day, I'm usually around 40% three-point shooter, so the percentages will play each other out. But that's why in the first two scrimmages when I didn't make a shot, I was kind of surprised because I was making it all through summer and fall. But what you're seeing kind of throughout the season, that's what I've been doing, and I've been shooting at a very high clip.
A lot of really good stuff there from Otzeleberger, Momcilovic, and Tore. You can check out those full press conferences on our Cyclone Fanatic YouTube channel. And please, if you haven't, subscribe. That way you get all of our great Cyclone Fanatic content in one place. Game days like Wednesday night against Elkhorn State, midweek press conferences, or all of our great podcasts right here on the Cyclone Fanatic Podcast Network. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about Cyclone Fanatic. This has been the Daily Clone here in the Northwest Bank Studios.